In this special video, you'll discover why living close to your children in old age could be affecting your happiness and well-being more than you imagine. Clara's journey will illustrate how reconsidering your living situation can transform your quality of life. Meet Clara, a vibrant 70-year-old widow who made a life-changing decision to move in with her daughter, Lucy, after her husband passed away. Initially, Clara was excited about the prospect of being close to her grandchildren and contributing to their lives, which filled her heart with joy. Who wouldn't want to be surrounded by loved ones during their golden years? In the beginning, Clara's days were filled with laughter and the delicious aroma of home-cooked meals. The family dynamic seemed perfect. It was a dream come true. However, as Clara navigated her new life, she began to realize that living with family comes with its own set of challenges that could significantly affect her autonomy and happiness. Through Clara's experience, we will explore the complexities of family dynamics, the importance of maintaining independence, and the profound lessons that can be learned when it comes to aging gracefully. Join us as we unravel the layers of Clara's journey, offering insights that may resonate with your own life or the lives of your loved ones. 2. Clara's background. Clara grew up in a small town filled with memories of family gatherings and celebrations. Her husband, George, had been her partner in life for over 40 years, and they shared a beautiful home filled with laughter, love, and stories. Clara was passionate about gardening, a hobby that allowed her to connect with nature and express her creativity. Every spring, she would plant vibrant flowers, creating a colorful oasis that became a gathering place for family and friends. Their home was always bustling with activity. Clara often hosted Sunday dinners, inviting her children and their families to share meals and stories. The joy of having her loved ones around filled Clara's heart with warmth, and she cherished these moments deeply. However, as the years went by, Clara faced the inevitable passage of time and the changes that came with it. After George passed away unexpectedly due to a heart attack, Clara felt a profound sense of loss. The once lively house now echoed with silence, and the absence of her partner left a void that felt insurmountable. Clara's children, sensing her grief, encouraged her to move in with them to avoid loneliness and provide her with companionship. At first, Clara was resistant to the idea. She cherished her independence and was hesitant about losing her personal space. However, the prospect of being closer to her family during such a difficult time began to appeal to her. After much deliberation, she decided to take the plunge and moved in with Lucy, her eldest daughter, and her family. 3. The joy of family living. The initial transition to Lucy's home was filled with excitement and hope. Clara felt rejuvenated by the prospect of daily interaction with her grandchildren, Sam and Emily. She envisioned afternoons filled with laughter, storytelling, and the creation of cherished memories. As she settled into her new life, Clara embraced her role as a grandmother. Mornings were filled with the smell of pancakes sizzling on the griddle, as Clara whipped up breakfast for her eager grandchildren. She loved sharing recipes and teaching them how to cook, reliving the joy she once felt when teaching. In these early days, Clara felt a renewed sense of purpose. Research from Stanford University has shown that intergenerational living can increase happiness and improve the sense of purpose in grandparents. Clara was experiencing this phenomenon firsthand. But as the weeks turned into months, the dynamics began to shift. What started as shared family meals and quality time slowly morphed into a routine that consumed Clara's days. The responsibilities of household chores, childcare, and managing her daughter's busy schedule began to overshadow her initial excitement. Clara found herself waking up early to prepare breakfast, only to be met with a barrage of requests from her grandchildren throughout the day. "Grandma, can you help me with my homework? Can you take me to soccer practice?" At first, these requests filled her with joy. But soon, Clara started to feel overwhelmed. 4. Challenges arising. As Clara adjusted to her new role, she began to notice the subtle changes in her daily routine. Her initial eagerness to help turned into a sense of obligation. The burden of constant caregiving started to weigh heavily on her. Yet she felt guilty for complaining. The phenomenon known as slave grandmother syndrome began to emerge. Coined by Dr. Antonio Guaro, this term describes the emotional and physical burden that grandmothers experience when they assume unpaid caregiver roles. Studies have shown that this syndrome can lead to severe emotional distress, including anxiety and depression. Clara's once vibrant life filled with social activities and independence was rapidly diminishing. She began to feel as if her identity was being overshadowed by her role as a caretaker. The joy of being involved in her grandchildren's lives turned into an endless cycle of responsibilities, leaving little room for her own desires. One particularly hectic day, while Clara prepared dinner, she overheard Lucy on the phone discussing Clara's role in their household. "Mom is a blessing. I don't know how we would manage without her," Lucy said. Clara felt a surge of pride but also a pang of concern. Was she truly a blessing? Or was she becoming a crutch for her family? Days turned into weeks, and Clara found herself yearning for moments of solitude and self-reflection. When was the last time she indulged in a leisurely afternoon of reading or spent time in her garden? The comforting routine of family life had started to feel like a double-edged sword. 5. The importance of autonomy. Psychologist Erik Erikson emphasized the importance of autonomy in old age. Clara began to realize that her sense of independence was fading, replaced by a series of unspoken obligations. The loss of personal freedom led to an identity crisis, leaving her questioning her life choices. One evening, after putting the children to bed, Clara sat on the porch gazing at the stars. She wondered, "Is this really what I want for the rest of my life?" The question hung in the air, unanswered, as memories of her vibrant past flashed through her mind. Clara longed for the days when she could pursue her passions without guilt or obligation. She missed gardening, painting, and spending time with friends. The quiet moments of self-reflection had become a rarity in her new life, and she began to feel trapped in a situation she once thought would bring her joy. 6. The turning point, a friend's influence. Clara's life took an unexpected turn when her childhood friend, Maria, visited her one afternoon. Maria, a spirited woman in her early 70s, had moved in with her own children but quickly realized it was not the right fit for her. During their reunion, Maria observed Clara's worn-out demeanor and the telltale signs of someone who had lost their independence. Over cups of tea, Maria opened up about her own experience, recounting how living with her children suffocated her spirit. "I loved being a grandmother, but I felt like I was losing myself," she confided. Clara listened intently as Maria shared her journey of reclaiming her independence by moving back into her own apartment. This resonated with Clara on a profound level. Maria's words sparked a flicker of hope within her. Could she, too, regain her sense of self? As they chatted, Clara realized that Maria had embraced her independence, finding a balance between being a loving grandmother and taking care of herself. Maria encouraged Clara to consider what truly made her happy and fulfilled. You deserve to have a life outside of being a grandmother, Maria said gently. 7 Steps toward independence. Inspired by Maria's journey, Clara made a conscious decision to reclaim her independence. She began with small, manageable steps, like taking short walks in the park. These moments of solitude allowed her to reflect on her own interests and desires. During her walks, Clara rediscovered her love for nature and gardening. She began to dream of reviving her old garden, where vibrant flowers bloomed and butterflies danced. Each stroll became an opportunity to reconnect with her passions and remember who she truly was beyond being a grandmother. Clara also decided to sign up for a painting class at the local community center. Art had always been her first love, and she hadn't picked up a brush in years. The thought of immersing herself in creativity excited her, and she eagerly anticipated the first class. Studies have shown that engaging in creative activities can improve mental health and overall well-being. Clara was about to embark on a journey of self-discovery that would change her life for the better. 8. Rebuilding family relationships. As Clara embraced her newfound independence, her relationship with her family began to shift. The time spent with her grandchildren transformed from routine obligations to cherished moments filled with laughter and connection. Clara's decision to take time for herself made her visits to Lucy and the kids more special. They became eagerly awaited adventures instead of mundane obligations. The atmosphere changed. Clara was no longer a tired caretaker but a vibrant woman full of life and stories to share. Psychologist Carl Rogers emphasized the significance of open communication in maintaining healthy family dynamics. Clara's newfound independence encouraged her to discuss her needs and desires with Lucy. Their relationship evolved from one of dependence to mutual respect and understanding. During family dinners, Clara found herself sharing her experiences from the painting class and expressing her excitement about her new garden. Lucy began to see her mother in a new light, realizing that Clara's happiness positively impacted their family dynamic. 9. Lessons learned and final reflections. Clara's journey serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of maintaining independence and pursuing personal passions. Even in old age, she learned that seeking happiness and fulfillment is not selfish, it is essential for well-being. By embracing her independence, Clara not only improved her own quality of life but also positively influenced her family's dynamics. She discovered that nurturing her own dreams and passions allowed her to be a better grandmother, mother, and friend. As Clara reflected on her journey, she recognized that she had regained her essence and vitality. Her story encourages all of us to consider our own circumstances. Are we prioritizing our happiness and well-being? Are we living life on our own terms or simply existing to meet the expectations of others? As you reflect on Clara's journey, consider your own situation. Are you living life on your terms? Or are you letting the expectations of others dictate your choices? It's never too late to reclaim your independence and pursue your passions. Whether it's picking up that hobby you've always wanted to try or simply taking time for self-care, every small step counts. Remember, the best gift you can give your family is your own happiness. If you've enjoyed Clara's story and found inspiration in her journey, please comment below with your thoughts. What steps do you plan to take to prioritize your happiness? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more inspiring content. Together, let's create a community where independence and happiness thrive. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.